That overbearing clutch of attachment is not here. So it's easier for me to just relax and stay as the witness. When does the witness leave its stand and become the waker? When there's something turbulent here, then this wants to take charge. Do you see this? Here, you don't know most of the people. Here you're relaxed. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. There's no attachment. You're isolated from your phone also. Unless you're hiding something in your room, tell me. You're completely isolated. That isolation, going away from it, relaxes the witness and it can maintain its stand better here than back at home. That's why a silent retreat works to get the car out of the garage. Once it's out, then you can keep driving once you're out. Clear? So make that little bit of effort in pushing away ideas like, oh, I know, I saw it once, that's enough. No, it's not enough. Constantly I have to abide as the witness. If you start with blind belief, a doubt comes up later on. Have you realized this? Do not take what Ekta is telling you blindly. Please challenge her. That's how you begin. Begin with uncertainty. You'll finally arrive at certainty and no doubt will ever bother you again. If you start with blind belief, a doubt comes up later on. And then that doubt bothers you. But now you committed to blind belief. So where is the war, the internal conflict? Where is it happening? Between the witness and the waker. It's not happening outside. It's not bothering others. It's all about me. So don't begin with blind belief. Begin directly with uncertainty. Oh, is this right? Let me see it. I see it. Then I say, yes, I see it. Now the first block of conviction has been laid down. I did not base it on blind belief in Ekta or Ramana Maharshi. Then next point. Okay, I cannot articulate it like this. It's been articulated by her. But do I see it? Let me try to prove it wrong. No, I see it. It's so natural. Okay, second block of conviction. Then third block, fourth block. Like that you build your conviction. Shraddha is conviction, not blind faith. Okay. Right now, can you recognize that infinite witnessing space that knows this waker? Can you see this space? Now the waker. Now the space. Now the waker. Can you see the nothing? And then the something? Right there is the conflict first. The first level of conflict, nothing, something. Nothing, something. Can you see you're confused where to place the I? Your eye goes here, again it shifts here. Again it shifts here, again it shifts here. Are you able to see this conflict? Second level of conflict. Third level of conflict, I am this, I am that. No, I am nothing. No, I am Ekta. No, I am nothing. No, I am a female. No, I am nothing. Do you see this conflict? I am the parent, I am the son, I am the daughter, whatever this, I am this, I am this. I am this, I am not. This conflict. This is constant conflict between the witness and the waker. It is me only. It's like me wearing a mask, pretending to be something else, then removing the mask, then again wearing it, and then again removing it. So I superimpose. Have you seen a photograph where you were taking a photograph with those old style cameras, but somehow something else got superimposed on something else? The old style cameras doesn't happen with all these fancy gadgets. Yeah. So something else got superimposed by something else, and it's all a muddled photograph. I can't really understand what is there. That is superimposition. One picture has superimposed on the other. Like that only, my truth is absolute nothingness. That is the primordial awareness. It does not even have an I. It does not say an I. The first superimposition on it is I am. Just I am. The confusion arises. Oh, I am, but what am I? Or who am I? That's when a projection of the idea of a waker happens. It's only either a perception or a sensation or thought or feeling, and these are woven together. Oh, okay, I am this. It's a lie. I know I just lied to myself, but it's a sweet lie. I like it. It gives me identification. I'm going to hold on to it. The whole drama is of superimpositions. Nothingness superimposed by I am superimposed by I am this. And then I, this, love this, don't love this, want this, don't want this is mine, that is not mine, the rest of the story. So these are different layers of superimposition. That's why I said waker and its waking world are equal. Very clear? You might not see all the way right now, but at least you're getting a map. Ekta is drawing a map for me. She's showing me landmarks. She's showing me this is the right turn, this is the left turn. She's using highlights and markers and pretty map. But by the end of the day, I just have a map in front of me. Can I make myself believe I've reached the destination? No. She's only laying down the map. Be very careful about this, huh? Otherwise the mind says, oh, intellectually I'm there, I've reached the destination. No. Only direct seeing is your testimonial that yes, you have reached this point or you've reached this milestone, you've covered this much. That is why you do your journal writing. There is no impression made of it, no retention. There is no recording. He's using old style words, recording, but he's saying that I don't retain stuff. I don't hold on to an impression. Till the time you were retaining, oh, I'm hearing this sound, and something saying, I'm getting this process, I'm not getting this process. This is the vasana. Collapse is where both of them disappeared. Just being. It's an observation field devoid of an observer. There is no focal point, no central focal point. The one that was seeing I has disappeared, and that which I was knowing, that has also disappeared. But everything still is. Like an observation field, but no central focal observer. There is no more a seer, there is no more a seen. It's become one. Suppose a watercolor painting, suddenly the watercolors merge and become an abstract painting. Something is, but what is not retained. So there are no more impressions created. To be able to go into silent sitting, you need to learn the skill of not retaining impressions. So first understand, how am I holding on to impressions? How am I retaining impressions? Distancing yourself. That is the real witnessing strength. Are you able to distance yourself from everything? Your parent, your spouse, your child. From everything, can you distance yourself? Your attachments, your name, fame, money, etc., 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 all the things. Distancing yourself so much that you've got nothing to do with the waker and its waking world. That which can be only one can be attacked by its opposite. If I say I am darkness, I can be attacked by light. If I say I am good, I can be attacked by bad. Yeah, he's saying I am beyond both. I am greater than both. I am supreme. Both are lower than me, including consciousness and not consciousness. Okay. You consider the remote to be unconscious and you consider this body mind to be conscious. He's saying, no, these are wrong ideas. This is also an imagination that this is not conscious, and this is also an imagination that this body is conscious. I am neither the consciousness nor the unconsciousness. All of it is ideas. All of it is ideas. Everything is actually only mental. There is no physical.